Come stop and take a trip down on my block, where you see hidden potential, young minds sharper than Ginsu, and ain't afraid to speak their mind if they got something against you. We standing with you, we tackle issues like civic pride. Hate will cease to exist, let's put our differences aside. From my side to your side, from Dutchtown to South Side, from Penrose to North Side, from Benton Park to Old North, the West End to West Side. We blessed when we step out, we stand down, rise up, stand together, wise up.
This is StitchCast Studio, produced by St. Louis Story Stitchers in St. Louis, Missouri.
In this week's episode, our StitchCast gets to know each other using conversation cards developed and tested by the Missouri SEAL Team.
They say who that, but you already knew that. That be them story stitches, story stitches, story stitches, story stitches, story stitches.
Ladies and gentlemen, everybody under the sound of my voice, thank you for tuning in to another episode of StitchCast Studio. I'm your host, Brandon Lewis, accompanied by 7 members of our StitchCast.
I'm feeling good. Hey, everybody. Hey.
What's up? What's up?
What's good, y'all?
What's up?
So, ladies and gentlemen, this podcast is going to be a little different from normal podcasts that we do. Shout out to WashU and all of the wonderful research that they're doing through a partnership with WashU. We were actually received some research cards, and what these cards are actually designed to do is to help people have more than just surface level conversations. You know what I'm saying? It should help family members get to know each other better, friends get to know each other better, and things like that. And so we thought it would be a good idea, since we're a part of this research, to actually have one of these conversations on our podcast. So pretty much how this works is that there are 3 levels in each deck, and each level gets deeper than the last one was. All right, so that being said, let's hop into it, y'all. So pretty much what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take the deck, I'm gonna pull a card out randomly, and we'll proceed to have a conversation by that card. After that happens, I'll slide the deck to somebody else, and you pick a card randomly. You know what I'm saying? Don't look at the card, pick it randomly, ask the question, and we'll have a conversation about it. That being said, this is still a safe space. If something comes up that you don't want to talk about, you can't. It's okay to say, I don't want to talk about that. So, you know what I'm saying? Just know it's a safe space. And remember, in order for it to be a safe space, we can't judge each other. You know what I'm saying? So let's just treat everybody the way that we want to be treated if they do decide to get vulnerable. That being said, starting off our first deck, you pull a card for me. Any card.
Okay, what were some of your favorite games or activities as a kid? What did you like about them? Personally, I loved Sims, like in virtual world games, like Wee's World, Movie Star Planet.
My sister.
I used to love Movie Star Planet. Yes, like virtual
What is
world,
that?
top tier. It's like you could do the same stuff in real life, but in a virtual way.
And your movie star.
Basically.
Oh, so you a movie star too? Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah. You do movie star thing.
Yeah.
It's like, what? Like, y'all just go to the bathroom and go to work and stuff?
Heck
like
nah,
that?
man.
I was big on like board games, so like Chutes and Ladders, Monopoly was my favorite, even though my mama would hate playing it with me, and I would lose, but it was the closest thing I could do when I was younger to like get money, because my mama don't believe in chores, so I needed, I don't know, just to feel some paper money in my hands any way possible.
So, I feel that people do whatever to escape the feeling of being broke.
I mean,
Like, wait, you.
I don't know. For me, it's like when I was in the 4th grade, I think I got my first cell phone. And it was one of those cell phones where it run out of minutes.
Me too.
And I used it up so fast. So whenever I run out of minutes, for some reason, I don't know if it was movies I was watching, but I got really interested in becoming like a special agent or some type of like vigilante or something like that. And so I'll run around the house and like act like I'm on a mission or something. Like it was a flip phone, so I slam it when I get mad.
That's real.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But no, I slam it when I get mad. And basically I just run around the house. I'd be like, yeah, 10-4, like 10-4, going in, moving in. Like it's from room to room. Yeah. So that was my favorite activity. Like,
So that sounds fun. I ain't gonna fake
it was fun. But I ain't always do that. Sometimes just playing my DSi. Y'all remember that? The DSi?
That's real.
I think so. What was the difference between a DSi and a DS?
I don't even remember.
I think
I don't think
that's what I don't remember. I had a regular Nintendo DS,
Wait,
But I know they did.
DSi.
They did have a version that didn't even flip no more. It was just two screens.
Yeah, like the
wait. So the DSi was basically like the iPhone version of like the DS would be the Android version.
Okay, gotcha. Wait, skirt? No.
I had to say
No. DS was the Nintendo DS was name brand.
But with the with the DS. Wait, hold up. So the DSi was name brand or the DS?
Both of them.
They both was.
But like the DSi was the upgrade.
They maybe that's what it was.
Yeah,
They
DSi
both was
the
made by
upgrade.
Nintendo.
Yeah, you gonna have to look it up.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I think the DSi you can like
And they came in better colors too.
you
I
can
think.
you can draw on it. Like
Yeah, you can draw on
like
it.
play little games.
You could text people. It was,
Oh yeah,
I
you
still
can
got
text.
mine.
Boy, I remember when I found out you could play Game Boy games on the DS. Boy, that turned me up.
Oh yeah, at the bottom,
boy.
you putting it in at the bottom.
Yo,
That was crazy.
Boy, that turned me up. Nintendo was good at that. Cause even on the Nintendo Wii, you could play GameCube games on that. And I ain't know that, but like they was good at putting like two systems in one.
Yeah, so like the DS was like the regular, like the thing like a DS is like an iPhone 5 or 6, right?
Okay.
And the DSi was an iPhone 5C. Like
Okay, cool. So it was like the next step up.
Yes,
So,
wait,
so.
all the
Better.
extra colors and stuff.
Okay, maybe it was better. When I got the DS, the DSi didn't exist. So okay, so I had the thing that it was to be at the time. Dang.
Are you mad? Did that
No,
trigger you?
I think
he
you might
said it was an Android. I ain't never had no Android.
You know, they always try to make a little spin on stuff.
Just
No
saying,
disrespect to all
man.
the Android users.
Right, no disrespect to all the Android.
And
He said, I
Low-key
just
disrespect to all the Android users.
because with the DS, like you couldn't put a Game Boy in there, right?
Yeah, you could.
I didn't know that.
And you had the little pen. There was a little pen thing in there. Little thing. So yeah, you could draw and stuff on there too.
Games is
But
fun.
I think it was just an upgrade.
Yeah.
But yeah, them was raw.
So yeah, I do that too.
Felt. I don't think so. My favorite game to play was karate. Cause like I was a big Bruce Lee fan. I was a huge Bruce Lee fan. I don't even know if y'all know who Bruce Lee is, but
You know his name?
Felt.
His face not coming.
Bruce Lee is the greatest martial artist to ever live. All right, so long story short, Bruce Lee was like Biggie in that he like not his size or nothing. Like he's actually very small.
He's like the martial arts Biggie. That's
Yeah, but what I mean by that is he was really big and he died in his prime. He died when he was at the height of his career.
Okay.
Or whatnot. And you know, when you do that, it kind of immortalizes you in some ways. You know what I'm saying? So he died young too. He was like 32 years old and he was in like peak physical condition. But he died of natural causes. So people made up all these rumors and had all these theories about how he died because they felt like, there was no way that he could just have died of natural causes. He actually had an allergic reaction to an ingredient that was in aspirin, and it caused his head to swell. It caused his brain to swell up inside of his head, and so that's how he ended up dying.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's that time again. Time for another StitchCast Studio Arts Interlude. That's right, let's pick the city up. This week, we have a Story Stitchers original song entitled Pick the City Up.
Pick the city up. Yeah, yeah. Pick the city up. Pick the city up. Yeah, yeah. Pick the city up. Pick the city up. It's time to pick the city up. Pick the city up.
The pieces rising, stopping violence. Yeah, we vibing, no longer silent. We hushing sirens with what we riding. Coming by with Story Stitchers, coming signing.
Yeah, we putting boots to the pavement. Took us some time, we on the rise, but grind like we still in the basement. Climb like we still in the basement. Darkest of times, managed to shine. Some highs still look like the day shift. Youngest with some of the bravest. Community wasn't the safest. We don't just talk about what happened, we in the places they happen. We did a show uplifting the city right across the street from the dealers and addicts. You gotta know that you can't just talk about the gritty if your words ain't met with no action. We really at it, that's how the numbers add up whenever, however you add them. Back to solutions, we say that we add it. We take your story and put it to music. Things we could do with a pen and computers. I rap to a beat and I probably produce it. Tell them so they know what happened to you. I show them your pain, tell them your views. I take your story and put it on stage. When they listen to me, then they listen to you.
The pieces rising, stopping violence. Yeah, we vibing, no longer silent. We hushing sirens with what we riding. Coming by with Story Stitchers, coming signing.
It's time to pick the city up, it's time to pick it up. We say it's time to pick the city up, it's time to pick it up. Yeah, it's time to pick the city up, it's time to pick it up. Say it's time to pick the city up, it's time to fix it. We build it up.
I was built for greatness, kicked it off the pavement. I'm just glad I made it. St. Louis or Stitches, we the safest. St. Louis, the city that be known for murder. I'm giving you peace in the verses unheard of. Ooh, that's it. The Stitches are at it again. Pick the city up, that's what we do. Pick the city up, that's what we did. We the leaders of shifting the youth. And I'm tired of living in grit. In a city that's just me and you. It's a small world of my home to lose.
It's time to pick the city up, it's time to pick it up. We say it's time to pick the city up, it's time to pick it up. Yeah, it's time to pick the city up, it's time to pick it up. Say it's time to pick the city up, it's time to fix it. We build it up.
Things been looking down, it's time to pick the city up. Need some love to spread around, cause we can never get enough. Keep them good vibes going, stories to just stay on lit. Since St. Louis is my channel, all my viewers stay on it.
New kicks and new fit, yeah. Life is golden, I'm rich, yeah. Setting goals, I can't quit, yeah. Two-step a little bit, yeah. Pick the city up, that's what we do. That genocide is big dead and we live longer, that's new.
It's time to pick the city up, it's time to pick it up. We say it's time to pick the city up, it's time to pick it up. Yeah, it's time to pick the city up, it's time to pick it up. Say it's time to pick the city up, it's time to fix it. We build it up.
Look, got 314 on chiropractic, selling hope to all the addicts. Free my folks about the madness, tell them ain't no going backwards. Time ain't waiting for no man. Violence cannot be the plan. If we really wanna win, pick the city up again. Put the city on the Benz, put the city on the jet. Put the city up high, let it fly and progress. When you talk about the city, tell them how the city next. When you talk about the city, tell them how the city blessed. Story stitches on my chest, we the better you could impress. Know it's hard for you to digest. Picking the city up, we do best. Giving jobs to the youth so they don't finesse you out your check. Gave a safe place to the youth so they can have a place to rest.
Rising, stopping violence. Yeah, we vibing, no longer silent. We hushing sirens with what we riding. Coming by with story stitches, come and sign it.
It's time to pick the city up, it's time to pick it up. We say it's time to pick the city up, it's time to pick it up. Yeah, it's time to pick the city up, it's time to pick it up. Say it's time to pick the city up, it's time to fix it. We build it up.
But all that aside, Bruce Lee was so popular that an entire genre was spawned after he died called Bruceploitation. And so it was basically other Asian actors that in some way, shape, or form, if they turned one way and you closed one eye, kind of looked like Bruce Lee. And so they was willing to change their name to some variation of Bruce Lee's name. So they called it something like Bruce Lee or Bruce Lie or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And they made all these movies. But the reason that I bring that up is to say that they did this thing where they would wear black pants and they would have a black belt that they tied above their pants. So to me, it looked like their pants was like right under their nipples. So I started doing it because I thought that, you know, that would make me more like Bruce Lee. So yeah, I started.
So was you like smaller when you were a kid, or like?
No, I was pretty small. Yeah, I was pretty small. Not I was tall, but I was pretty like yeah, I was like a toothpick. And when I'd be ready to go to school, I would get mad at my mama because she would be like, "Pull your pants down," and so I'd be mad or whatever. So I pull them down a little bit, and she'd pull them down to like right below my belly button, and I'd be like, "Nah, mama, this too low. That's not where it's supposed to be."
She was really saving
you. Like, that's not Bruce Lee. You would think. So she was trying to say,
yeah,
it didn't work because I walked to school.
Oh,
I lived around the corner from the school, so I would put them where she wanted them until I hit that corner, and then I'm bringing them back up. You know what I'm saying? And one of my neighbors used to call me Urkel.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, pretending I was Bruce Lee and like being a ninja for Halloween and stuff like that. Like that was my favorite. That was my easily. And I'm still a big Bruce Lee fan. But I don't want long hair no more, and I don't pull my pants up to my nipples no more.
Yeah. You could pull off the wig, I feel like.
You know, bro, I did look good in that wig, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I looked good in the wig, bro. I ain't gonna fake it. Yeah, when I was younger, I could probably pull it off. Now I don't know what I would look like.
You should try it again this Halloween. I dare you.
No, I'm cool.
I dare you.
What do you mean?
I dare you.
What do you mean? Why would I do such a thing? So you saying I should be Bruce Lee for Halloween?
Yeah.
So I've been on this streak of being superheroes for Halloween, but maybe. So maybe I paused the superheroes just to do this dirt.
Who was you?
And be Bruce Lee.
Who was you last
It might be
year?
cultural
I was gonna
appropriation.
ask too.
Remember who you was 2022? No, that was 2022. What you back?
No. I was both years because I spent too much money on that costume to just wear it one day. So I was like, no, I'm gonna be Batman again. And this year, in 23, my nephew was being Robin. So it only made he was supposed to be Robin, and she gonna make him Batman. She gonna make him Batman.
Batman.
She talking about he wanted to be Batman. I don't care.
So Batman and a little Batman.
Yeah. So he was like mini Batman, and he was the one with the blue on, and I was the one with the black on. But I was gonna be Green Arrow this year, but I guess I could be Bruce Lee. But yeah, if you picking my costume, then I gotta be able to pick your costume. But we'll talk about that later.
One of my favorite things to play. She took one of mine. I did like to play not Shoots and Ladders, but it was Snakes and Ladders. I ain't like Monopoly too much. I was good at it, but I hated it because it take like 4 or 5 hours. It take hours.
That's what everybody is saying. I love it. It's worth it.
Especially when I was playing with my older brother because he was uber competitive, and I'm like way younger than him, so it's just crazy that he's that competitive with somebody. He's just competitive periods. I'll be 10 years old getting mad. And he's like, yeah, I got Park Place. What's up? I'm like, bro, I'm 10. Like, come on, bro. What I got for mine? Like, chill out.
Bro, I'm 10.
I'm a whole kid. But besides that, I wasn't into Nintendo. I was a PlayStation kid, so I had my little PSP playing like Naruto, wrestling, shooting, whatever game was on the PSP, I was playing it. And you can watch movies on that mother too. So, and also the consoles too. I was a PlayStation kid all the way.
Oh, that actually sounds pretty cool.
I was just gonna say card games like Uno and stuff. I grew up, especially like when we were all like 12, 13, like we grew up playing those kind of games. So super competitive usually like that. Especially if you start stacking cards and all that with the 2 pluses and all that, and it adds up. And you all go around and just keep stacking with it.
Yeah, whoever created Uno was amazing, bro.
I love Uno.
And whoever decided that we can play by different rules is amazing as well.
Just great.
Crazy 8, bro. I don't know how I feel about that, man.
Man, y'all remember when Uno started coming out saying, actually, you can't do this?
Yeah, I remember.
I was like, bro, who asked y'all?
Right, shut up.
We're nobody wondering what y'all
They really were though.
Nah, bro. I'm going to play the way I've been playing, bro.
Y'all been cheating.
Once you buy it, you make your own rules.
You feel me? Right. I bought it.
I carry a pack of mini Uno cards with me.
That's cap.
real.
That's cap.
Yeah.
Pull it out right now.
Hey, I know somebody
Pull it
who
out right
has
now.
I don't got my
Hey,
fanny
yo.
pack right now.
Oh, word.
But I do. Yeah, I got them in there. You never know who you got to battle, man. So,
Not Yu-Gi-Oh, bro.
I know somebody who straight got the big
Yu-Gi-Oh.
jumbo ones.
He said you never know when you got a battle, man. It get real in the field. Okay, y'all ready to move up to another level?
Yeah, let's do it.
The first level was called Introductions. This level is called Open Up. Would you be so kind as to fan these cards out? Don't look at them.
All right, tell me about a past experience that influenced who you are now, who you are today.
We just got a little deeper, and y'all so quiet. I'm like, dude.
I guess
I feel you. Yeah. It might be a take a second.
I would say getting out of being a people pleaser, because I sympathize with people and I understand where they're coming from, but at the same time I have to learn to have boundaries and care about them from afar. And in doing so, not only did it teach myself how to deal with people, but it taught the person what they needed to learn, hopefully. And if they didn't learn it, they would have to learn it again.
Heard.
Yes.
Heard. It ain't gonna be me.
Not me.
I feel that. I like that.
And
I like
never
that.
double back. Never.
I heard that. Jeez. All right, I guess I'll go next. So, an experience that influenced who I am today actually kind of happened recently. So, I've never I don't like hurting people's feelings. You know what I'm saying? It almost hurts me to hurt somebody's feelings. So, for a great portion of my life, I kind of moved in a way where I was prioritizing people's feelings, even over stuff that maybe needed to be said or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? It was always about how can I, not hurt this person's feelings. And then I got to a place where I kind of had to pick between two people, somebody that I really wanted in my life and somebody that I was more so it'd be nice if they was in my life, but I'm not going, you know what I'm saying? And so having to choose, or at least risking losing the person that I really wanted in my life kind of made me understand that, hey, sometimes people need their feelings hurt. You know what I'm saying? Not that you should move in a way where you out here intentionally hurting nobody's feelings, but sometimes, like, but you shouldn't be so worried about hurting people's feelings that you're robbing them of opportunities to grow by giving them truths that they need to hear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this was kind of a recent discovery for me. And so now I'm moving in a way where I'm not setting out to hurt nobody's feelings, but if the truth or the thing that I need to say is important enough, and the only way to say it is to hurt your feelings, then your feelings about to get hurt. Because I need you to hear whatever this thing is that needs to be said. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, again, I don't try to hurt nobody's feelings, but sometimes people don't really hear what you're saying until you hurt their feelings. You know what I'm saying? Until their feelings are hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes if you try to put it too nicely, they just kind of shrug it off or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They might act like they listening, but later on you find out they wasn't really hearing you. And so, yeah, I'm more willing to hurt people's feelings in this sense.
I would say my upbringing, like my dad was very evasive. Like he was the type that, you know, he'd come around when he feel like it, and then expect me to like view him as my dad, which I mean I did, but it's like it's kind of hard if that relationship ain't continual. And so from that experience, due to me going to therapy, I've come to realize, like, and this had to be a few months ago, that explains, or that could very much be a probable reason why I'm a person, or I have been a person to like run away, or like, you know, I don't want to resolve anything. I just want to cut you off. I just want to get a new job or a new person to be in a relationship with, or I just want to go on to the next thing. And I didn't realize that is what largely impacted me until I had a conversation with my therapist about it. And the sad part about it is I don't like being this way. I was talking to Blue Beats, and I was like, I'm in an interesting situation right now with, you know, the person I'm dating, and just having to become open-minded. Like I'm not an open-minded person for that reason. And I've also kind of hidden myself a lot because I'm like, I don't want to get close to nobody, because my fear is that if you do something, then I'm less likely to forgive you and want to reconcile. I'm more likely to just cut you off and never give you an opportunity to do that again. And it's like, so yeah, so that him doing that, you know, when I was a youngin', coming in and out of my life like that, now it causes me to go in and out people's life, or cut them off. So.
Wow. So
yeah,
I mean, that's real. We're getting deep early. Anybody else want to speak on it?
One of the things that I've been going with lately is kind of just doing what, you know, going with my first mind, doing what I want to, you know, not doing what people want you to do or people suggest you to do. Listen to suggestions from people that you respect their opinion. Don't just listen to anybody, because some people can just be telling you stuff just to feel empowered or whatever. But they might not even have they might not have good intentions for you. They just want to just be a part of your journey, but not be there for you if stuff comes down.
Wow.
Which I had that experience recently, and I'm kind of sick of it. So just like not being afraid of like making big decisions, because it might come to big outcomes. Like recently, I just got to do like a new loft, new penthouse, and like usually like a year or two ago, I would have been like afraid of taking that big step because of like, what about the monetary loss? But I don't know, I just, you know, feel like I achieved something big and really happy about it. It's just really nice and beautiful. Big step for me in life. So yeah.
That's
fine. Congrats on that, by the way.
Yeah, bro. Good stuff.
So when I was about, how old was I? I can't even remember, 3rd grade. However old people are in the 3rd grade, I got expelled from the school I was in. And that was like, not even just getting expelled in general, but just seeing how people kind of viewed me as a student, and then just viewed me like, I don't know why I was thinking about this back then, but as a kid, like family members, whatever, it really like jump-started this thing where I didn't want people to have a bad perception of me and the type of person I was because of something that I did. So my goal was to just, you know, try to make the biggest transformation as possible and do whatever I could do to make sure people look at me in a positive way. And I've achieved that, so that's been like the main thing that has influenced me.
Fellas, can you speak on how you got expelled? You don't have to.
Yeah, I feel like I can speak on most of it.
What does that mean?
Well, first off, I was at a Catholic school, so like you could do any little small thing and it would jumpstart. But it was an altercation I had with a racist teacher, and my parents did a good job with raising me. I could kind of tell, you know, what racism is when I saw it, and that's exactly how that teacher was behaving towards me, and I wasn't going for it. So I'm gonna keep that there.
That's definitely not your fault.
Sheesh. Do they really hit them with?
Oh, my mother gave my teacher permission though. Not that teacher, but like it was a teacher that I could look at and say like she was danging there my grandmother, like the closest I had to a grandmother at the time.
Oh, okay. So like it wasn't like a school-wide permission or nothing.
Oh no. It was two teachers. My first teacher that I had, and then my kindergarten teacher. Those was the only two that my mama gave permission. Like whatever needs to be done, y'all, I'll let y'all handle it. I trust y'all.
So, sheesh. I would appreciate that. Not getting whooped.
I probably needed it. I was a heathen. I'm not gonna lie.
They better whoop me when I get home.
Right.
Nah, that ain't my cup.
It's like where would they do it at? Would they ask all the students to step out of class and then they just hear you like
go to the front of the class, like yard state.
That's embarrassing. And then only third grade. It's not like I'm a grown person, you know.
Oh no, it wasn't in third grade. That one was like kindergarten. So.
That's even worse.
Yeah, I'm a
kid, bro.
That's even worse.
What you
and it didn't change nothing. I did not get my act together until later on. So
I don't know. It's just like, but if you a kindergartner, like you a baby, like you're really exploring to me. Like I don't, how much could you do as a kindergartner? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I cut somebody. Somebody cut my.
What? That was crazy.
You cut somebody.
I was tripping. Yeah.
Wait, say that again, bro.
Like what?
Crazy.
Run that back to bro.
Somebody had scissors, right? Mm-hmm. Somebody had some scissors. They had them open. Put my thumb in there. I was like, do it. I didn't think they was gonna like, you know what I'm saying? I had a piece of my
I hope they ain't getting in trouble for that.
Meat hanging. I walked up to the teacher. I was like, I need a Band-Aid. She was like, oh my God, what happened? I was like, such and such cut my finger. She had them come up there and she chewing them out. And they trying to tell her that I told them to do it, but she interrupted them. But the girl was persistent. She didn't give up. She kept trying to get out that I told her. And sure enough, at some point she got it out. So now we both in trouble.
As y'all should be.
Man, she should have just shut up.
She should have just gave you the Band-Aid. No,
you told her to do it.
Could have not told her to.
If I told her to jump off a bridge, was she gonna do it?
She might.
She might have.
Y'all was in kindergarten. Y'all got a big imagination.
You're right. It was kindergarten. And I mean, you know, I ain't expected to go that way. I don't know what I thought was gonna happen, but I'm just saying that happened in kindergarten.
I mean, you was gonna get
That's
cut.
all I'm saying.
We're learning a lot about you this podcast.
Exactly.
Story Stitch's creative youth development programs are supported in part by the Lewis Prize for Music's 2021 Accelerator Award. The mission of the Lewis Prize is to partner with leaders who create positive change by investing in young people through music. Additional support for StitchCast Studio and Story Stitch's programs is provided by the Regional Arts Commission, the City of St. Louis Office of Violence Prevention, in partnership with the St. Louis Board of Aldermen through the 2024-2025 programs to reduce crime among at-risk youth, and Tegna Foundation. St. Louis Story Stitcher Studio, the center, is supported in part by Kransberg Arts Foundation, where Story Stitchers is a proud resident organization. Thank you for listening.
They say who that, but you already knew that. That be them story stitches. Story stitches, story stitches, story stitches, story stitches.